Man, I unmuted the wrong one. And then, what could you hear then? Was that like fish, me talking? And hide that one. So funny story. I was just having a chat with myself. So over there is a 26 seconds into the future, because over there, which is what you guys can see, is 26 seconds behind that one. So that's kind of why it took me a whole 2 minutes to realize there was no sound, because your comments took 26 seconds. Well, it took 26 seconds for you to realize there was no sound, and then it took further seconds on that for me to react on it. And then I ticked the audio, and then I ticked the wrong one. So then we ended up on a different audio. Then you ended up, could you hear the fish tank bubbling? Maybe not, just the music? I don't know. But anyway, now I've got the right audio on. The question was, I'd pressed the wrong button. Is that still a technical difficulty? I thought to myself, that isn't a technical difficulty. That is a human error. But if I was at a music concert and I pressed the wrong button up on the soundboard, it would be some dude over the microphone saying, sorry, we're having technical difficulties. So I'm calling it a technical difficulty. Bob, Rose and Matt, one of the three of them loves the tank. So I sold that tank, but the guy hasn't picked it up. And I don't know if you know, the sale was extremely reluctant. So if he doesn't pick it up, he doesn't pick it up. My interest rates don't go up till March next year, so that's when I've got to think about cost cutting. Oh, g'day G-Snap, how are you? G'day Craig. Who else? G'day Sarah. Or Adam, whoever's watching. G'day Bob, Rose and Matt. I'll say hello to all of you, but I don't know who's watching. G'day Collaboration. I feel like Collaboration and G-Snap should be on first name basis by now, but I'm not that. I'm just not there. And Fish Fam. Fish Fam should be on first name basis. The only first name basis is people that have got their first name in their title. And John. But John cheated. He had his first name in his title for like the last 3 years, and then, or however long I've been doing YouTube, and then he changed it. It's just Matt watching. G'day Matt. I was going to make some irrational shopping. Alright, so Collaboration is Adele. So now, it's not that I didn't know it, but the amount of times that it's been written in the chat isn't enough for me to confidently decipher between the 5 or 6 names that I'm not 100% familiar with. And then also I'll probably pronounce it wrong as well. And then also I was calling Chevy Chev for like 2 years, and then he was like, it's actually Chevy. So I learned that one. I was going to buy a TV today. I even went to the shop. It's a pretty funny story really. Well, I was going to sell this fish tank. That was one of the reasons that I could justify buying a new TV. And then the guy never picked up the fish tank, but I still wanted the TV. But so basically I was thinking like buy the TV, and then my mortgage unlocks in March next year, and then I was going to like set up payments into back into the savings, which would mean I'd pay myself the TV back by March next year. And that's when our interest is going to go through the fucking roof. But anyway, I was going to buy a TV. It was on special for $1,800, which is a cheap TV. And then I pondered on it. It was a clearance item. I pondered on the TV, and then it was like, oh shit, I missed it. And I rang everywhere. It was on special at like a couple of different retailers, and I even had a mate who worked at one of the retailers, sold out Western Australia wide the day before. So then, keep in mind this was $1,800, so that's my original budget. And then I was like, well, that was a clearance, the new version of that same TV. I caught it on special a couple of times at $2,400. Saw it on special like 4 weeks ago or something, maybe like end of financials or something. Anyway, it was off special, and then yesterday started looking back into it. Then there was another TV, the model up from the one I was looking at. So now we're going from a $2,000 TV, now we're all the way up at a $3,000 TV, but the $3,000 TV was on special for $2,400. I didn't realise, I was going to go last night, and late night shopping, go buy it. I couldn't buy it online because I couldn't do split billing, and I wanted to use 2 accounts. Money would have taken a day to transfer, so I was just going to go in the store and pay for it on 2 cards. I got tired and I didn't go in the store, and then I didn't buy it, and then I looked this afternoon because I was going to go down the shop and pay for it, and I didn't realise this $700 off the TV was 1 day only. 1 day. 1 day. But it was the same day that the catalogue got released, and the catalogue said the 20th to the 26th, so I presumed that this sale was the same dates. G'day Mark, how are you? This is my TV rant. Anyway, it's not really rant, it's just how I've ended up in this situation. So then, while I'm in the store looking at this TV that is now $700 more expensive 24 hours later, the guy shows me, I'm looking at Samsungs by the way, I always only had Samsung. The guy shows me this TCL, is it TCL? Yeah, TCL TV, and shows me the Samsung side by side. Absolutely insane pitch quality on this TCL. Anyway, TCL was in this catalogue that I was just telling you about. That's till the 26th, and that one is like $3,200, and it's on sale for $2,630, $2,635. So I've gone from $1,800 to $2,000 to $2,400. Now we're sitting at $2,600, and I'm deciding whether or not to buy it. And it's also a brand that I don't really know of. I don't know anyone that's had one. According to the reviews on the internet, America raves about the brand. I'm actually considering it. Apparently the cheaper brand at middle range TV is better than the more expensive brand low range TV. Oh yeah, I'm looking at 85 inches, not that, I guess, but yeah, 85 inches for 2,600, and it's, so the Samsung side LED and the TCL is backlit LED. And keeping in mind, I can't even get the Samsung for the sale price of $2,400 now, so I've been pondering on this for like 3 months. I don't even need a new TV. Craig says get it, you won't be upset. It's got a 3-year warranty. I would kind of expect minimum, I would want 4 to 5 years out of a TV minimum. Yeah, so G-Snap, the TV is big. I wanted an 85, then I thought 75 would fit the room better, and then I measured the fucking distance from your eyes to the screen. This is how serious I took it. And I looked up the fucking, sorry for swearing, I looked up the pitch or the angle that you want the viewing window, and it's 4 meters from TV to eye, if anyone's wondering, and it recommends 85. So then I decided to go back for the bigger one. And then my missus just informed me when we went on holiday there was a TV at the bed and breakfast, and I said how good the picture looked, and she reckons it was that TCL brand. But it does, like, I don't know. Let's not get stuck talking too much about it. Obviously we're here to talk about fish. So if we get the new TV, I can watch FishTube on the new TV. Yeah, so the TCL that I'm looking at is like the third tier. So there's one that's like so it's not like the cheapest of their range. So I think it's mid to high of their range. But anyway, it's backlit, not side lit. The cheaper one's side lit, which the only difference I could tell was the black is darker. Apparently that's the selling point, is how dark the black is. Go TCL. Matt says go TCL, so I will. Watch the Big W sales. Can't remember what the TV's called. We could look. Ready? You're gonna find my internet search pretty funny. The variable resistor in my computer speakers is jumping volume, so I was trying to Google how to fix that, but let's find this TV. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Had a brain fog moment then, I was just staring at this. It's a C74585. Oh, that was not typing. Why didn't you guys tell me? C745. Ask Vince, he'll find it cheaper. That's an inside joke. Anyone? The kids beg not to take. Craig gonna move the TV to the shed. Big W TCL. Da 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 da. Larger than 70. They don't even have TVs that big. Eco, what's Eco? Maybe they don't carry them anymore. Whatever happened to JVC? I haven't heard of them much anymore. That's crazy, they haven't got one bloody 85 on their website. Anyway, that's TV. You don't get much. It's not that interesting by looking at it on a screen. So yeah, so like the price, where was it? It was just on the screen before. Is the Good Guys owned by the same company as JB Hi-Fi? Because their sales seem to line up. It's $4 cheaper here. It's $26.35. Over here it's it's $2. $659 off. I don't know how you tell if it's side lit or backlit, but the guy at the shop told me it was. Is it full array display means backlit? Who knows? Oh, so my power was out the other day. How funny is this? Alright, let's get back to aquarium stories because we're here for a fish vlog. Alright, so I had my power outage. For some reason I thought today was the 20th. It's the 21st. For some reason I thought yesterday was the day. I want to charge my watch, but I'm scared to. Oh, I can unplug that one. I thought today was the 20th, or like I was a day behind. Anyway, so I knew I had a power outage on the 20th. So I was going to stay home from work and work from home, and then when the power went out, start the generator, and then go to work. So I was at work thinking it was the day before, and it was the day of, and I'm at work, I've got my personal email attached to my work email, so I can see when I get emails on my personal one. Anyway, next thing, I get an email from my internet provider saying unplanned internet outage. Now, it's kind of hilarious because they say it's unplanned, but it's a planned power outage in the suburbs. So you would think that Telstra Exchange would know, or NBN Exchange. Is it called Telstra Exchange or NBN Exchange? Anyway, the people that run the bloody exchange would surely know that the power's going out. Anyway, so it's happened twice in the last 2 weeks because we had another power outage which wasn't in my street, it was only the bottom of the suburb, and same thing, unplanned internet outage. Anyway, totally straying from the story here. So, planned power outage, I get an email saying the internet's off at 10 o'clock. The power outage was scheduled at 8:30, so somewhere between 8:30 and 10 o'clock they turned it off. My power alarm is dead. If anybody's got a Samsung Galaxy 5, I'll buy it off you. Don't care if the battery's stuffed, just need the phone. And I'm not joking, anyone with a Samsung Galaxy 5 message me. Anyway, and it has to be a 5, it can't be any other model. So, point of the story. No power alarm. So I race home, start the generator up, fill it up with fuel. It's full by 10:30 and running. I hadn't set anything up, so I ran an extension lead to the blower in the fish room. And the air pump on the rainbow tank. So every tank's got air in the fish room and the shed. And then I ran a lead from the generator to the pond. I don't think I really needed to run one to the pond, but it's only a LP40. I ran one of the airlifts and blocked the other one. So I put that on at like 10:30, and then when my missus got home at 4:30, it was off, and the tank was empty when I checked. So I put it on at 10:30. My guess is it ran till like maybe 2:30, 4 hours. I've got no idea how long the generator lasts. Anyway, so 10:30 to 4:30. Did I say 4:30? No, 2:30. And then the fish tanks would have been off again. So they maybe had 2 hours off in the morning, 1 hour, somewhere around there. Then in the afternoon, say it turned off at 2:30. 3:30, 4:30. So it would have been off for 2.5 hours in the Arvo total. I think that's fine. Really, having it off from the morning till having it off for the 8 hours in the day, like the scheduled outage, everything would have been completely fine. But the fact that I got given a generator a little while ago, I wanted to use it. What air pump do I use? I use a GF 180C. I'll show you that if you want. GF-180C. The most important part about this model number is the C on the end. Look, if you Google the air pump, my video is what comes up. So that means that there's no other YouTube videos on it. The other problem is you can't find it in Australia anymore, I don't think. I do have one lined up. Ryan from Korean Pet Central, which is up there. It's not sponsored, it's just actually off him. But he's got one of these sitting in his shed that he said I could have. Mine's been running just forever. Alright, so see this? So if we go GF-180, which GF-180, if you get this, see this one's available in Australia. I wonder how much the, apparently it's also a flight number. So check this out, 180 watts, 300 litres per minute. Look at this, 180 watt, 540 litres per minute. And then like, I just don't know why. How is that double the output? All it's got is a C on the end. It draws the same amount of electricity. So like, I just don't get it. That's that one. If we get that, where's the photo? So like, the whole unit looks way bigger. But why is the power draw the same? I don't know if that's the actual one, eh? Maybe it is. But you can see like, they're actually way different in those two photos. But obviously the trade-off with these air pumps is they're ridiculously loud. But if you go way back in my video, this is a video of me making it quiet. Matt's Aquarium said he has a S5 for me. That's pretty cool. G'day Shabby, how are you? Your ears burning, I was talking about you before. Getting air pumps in Australia is a joke. Oh no, technical difficulties have struck again. I'm bloody useless tonight. I'm working too much. I'm burning the candle at both ends and it's showing. I worked 65 hours the last 2 weeks, 6 days a week, and then I go riding on my day off. One day off and I go riding, which takes more energy than the work. Alright, so so the one on the left is the one that I have, the one on the right is the one I don't have, and so you can see just there, 180 watts, 300 litres, 180 watts, 500 litres. Same company, almost the same model number, but they do look different. What was that one just there? I just don't get it. See, that one's got the same photo as mine, but it's the smaller one. So is that just the wrong photo? I don't know. Yeah, my air pump's in the back shed, but it's also got the muffler on it, so the actual air pump isn't overly loud. What's loud is the suction. So that little suction part there is what makes all the noise. So that's actually what I've got the muffler on. The muffler's on that, coming off that, and then the pipe runs all the way back to the fish room. So it actually draws the air from the fish room. It doesn't draw air from the back shed. Yeah, they're very cheap. I've got the 500. I was running 2 LP100s before I got this. And like, I haven't even found the limit of it. So I wonder how much like the postage is off AliExpress. $100 shipping. Still only 223 bucks. Well, it's, what's that? 24.49. 224.49. I wonder what voltage it is. 220 volt. So it's the same as the one I've got. So it's the correct one. But yeah, obviously shipping's going to be killer. If you want one of these, Craig, I honestly would consider one and consider building a muffler for it. If you put in the extra bit of work, like you can run as many fish tanks as you possibly want. Oh, the item is no longer available. There's a chance that they don't even make it anymore. Giraffe sicklers. The thing that worries me is the fact that they're not available anymore. So like the next So the problem is like the wattage gets more, so 450 litres, 250 watts, so like it's an extra 70 watts and it's 100 litres less. So like that's my reason for like I've low-key got like anxiety about it breaking because how much it's going to cost me to run one if I have to replace it. So if anyone's got a second-hand GF 180C laying around, hit me up. Interesting. So like it's just cooked. I don't understand why the 180C is so much more power efficient. Like liters per watt. Going by this, it's only those two available on eBay. I might try to catch up with Ryan this weekend. Oh, my wife has sent me a shopping list. I think that means she wants me to go to the shop after the live. Let's message him right now. Especially seeing that I can't buy one at all. I'm that anxious about my pump dying that I'm messaging the guy I live stream. The only person in the world that I know that has a spare one. Craig, what did you buy 3 nights ago? A blower, I forgot. Oh, I think that's, you mean you bought an air pump 3 nights ago. Is that because you're... Oh, you've got one. Alright, so now we just need to work on getting it quiet. What do you mean? Which one? So one of these. See what the 185 watt one says. $185 watt. 300 litres a minute. See, how the hell is mine 540 for that wattage? It doesn't make sense. I kind of feel like taking it apart and like giving it a service. How do you service one of these? There's like no moving parts, and you know, like these electric motors, like they're workhorses. They'll just run forever until you turn them off and then they'll stop. Alright, so you just need to figure out a muffler. So that pipe there where the air goes in, if you make a pipe which goes to like a plast storage container, so go to like, get one like this with the clip lids. Bunnings, something with a clip lid. So it's going to take up space. This is the only problem with this. If you want to run it, you could drill your little hole, put your fitting in, and then alright, let's paint. So you got your box, that's your box. That's your pipe coming in, and then you have your pipe going out, and that's getting your fresh air. And then I don't know what you could line it with. So at work we've got this shit called EcoCell. So you want acoustic pin board, 9mm. So obviously just find the cheapest shit you can. It's the goods, I'm telling you. Alright, so now we've got our pin board. Spend a few bucks on that. It's not going to be the cheapest thing, probably going to cost you $100 to build this muffler, but the energy savings, like you're going to halve your power bill on the air. So then you want to line, you want to top and bottom, and then in here, nice and tight to the sides, just put like 4 divisions in it. Like that. So then the air coming in comes in, and it just works like a car muffler, but keeping in mind it's a plastic crate. So the air just goes like that, and then you've got your blower here, and it does the circles, and then it goes to the fish tanks, and then the sound disappears, and all you can hear is the sound of that motor running. You know, like your standard electric motor, like that light wind, kind of like, you know, a swimming pool pump, or a bit less, like a spa pump. That's the volume that you'll have. G'day John, this is my illustration. John might remember way back when I released the video building the muffler for my air pump. So one thing I'll say, mine is made out of MDF. Same thing, it's a box and the air goes through. Works ridiculously well, I'm telling you. Like, I reduced the sound by 95%, if not more. If you remember, like when I first set up the blower, I didn't have this muffler, I just had the air pump, but I still had like a pipe running straight to the fish room, and basically the blower was sucking in air through about 4 meters, 5 meters of pipe and 5 meters of PVC. The noise was actually echoing, and it sounded like a baby dying in my fish room, like anyway. That's back when I was daily vlogging, so it was on my channel. And then I made this muffler, and I made mine huge. Mine was like 2400 long, and it was like 20,000 baffles, and it was going like that. But it made it that quiet, I realised that it was overkill. But anyway, so the good thing about a plastic container is like, you just wedge all this shit in here so it can be changed. And then try 4 baffles. If it's still too loud, try 6 baffles. I think you need to go in pairs of 2. So then come back in here and do a couple more baffles, and then it's got to go like even more. And it's the cheat code to air pumps, if you ask me. 100% the cheat code. Just like duct tape the hell out of it, or whatever, just anything. If you want to go baller, I would sheet the sides too, so it's 4 sides pin board. I wonder if that's the cheapest you can find. It's basically, it's fabric kinda. Officeworks have got it. How cheap is it? Oh, that is not the one you want. It looks like Bunnings is the cheapest. I think because we're taking into account that this is a little bit expensive, maybe if you went a smaller container, but so smaller container but still 6 baffles, because you still got like, as long as your gap is more surface area than like a 40mm tube, you'll be sweet. Don't tell anybody else the cheat code, but because then the blowers will become more popular and everybody will be like stealing the idea. Craig has a bit of a snooze in the shed. It'll take a while, like, don't get me wrong, it's not an easy project. It's almost as hard as like plumbing an aquarium. 100% worth it. 100%. G'day only Oscars, how are you? We're just having arts and crafts. This is my drawing. And if you can't understand what's going on in the drawing, I'm surprised. Because it's clearly fish related. I'll give you a hint. How do I make it so you can see my finger on the screen? You can't. That part there, where's the mouse? That part there is a 40mm PVC. And then, where's the mouse? That part there is also 40mm PVC. And this is a plastic storage container. I really hope that sums it up for you. If you slept in the fish room, you'd be peeing all night. Oh, is that just the sound of the water? So the tank that was in the background before, where is it? This tank here is might be sold, and if it is, it's going to make my house very quiet, and I don't like the quiet house. Oh, sorry guys, trying to read the comments. There's like the cord for my camera sits in front of the comments. It's quite annoying. G'day Sketty, how are ya? Oh, hang on. The house won't be quiet. Well, the house will be quiet. The hallway and the lounge room. My bedroom has got the elephants cascading water outside my bedroom window. Rather watch the fish than TV. It depends. Some TV shows are worth watching. Others, definitely worse than fish. So what you're saying, instead of buying a new TV, I should just buy a new fish tank? Ryan says we can catch up this weekend. So go to the Facebook page for Korean Pet Central and hit the like button, because he's a legend. Too quiet, I knew the boys were up to something. You haven't, Craig, how are the new fish? Oh, I see, haven't looked at them. I think with new fish, it's kind of nice just to let them not have foot traffic for a couple of days, but obviously you can't do that all the time. I'm just staring here at a scribble on the screen. What happens if you edit with 3D paint? Oh look guys, I just unleashed 3D paint. I don't know what the difference is. That looks more like 2D to me. Is that 3D or 2D? Wait. Wait. What are we doing? Oh, go away. What am I doing? Hey. What? I could have drawn. Hey. What about if we go like this and then we go menu, new, don't save. If we draw a box. Oh, it's closed. I was gonna say we could draw the. Whoa, what's going on there? That's a beautiful box. It's pretty much my job, is drawing shapes on the screen. Except they're a little bit different. I've actually got TeamViewer, so I could actually log into my work computer and show you what I draw, but I feel like it's a bit of a invasion of my workplace privacy to stream the business. An old stand, the laminate is peeling. Why would it be laminate? That's odd. Is it like edge banding falling off it? I guess. Yeah. Is it like a Aqua One style stand where they're like a vinyl-y style laminated door? You could I don't know, that's a tough one. The problem with those vinyl-y style cupboards is once they start peeling, they're kind of a throwaway. I think the best thing you could do is reskin it, but then that's above a household chore. That's more of, you kind of need a panel saw to redo that. I think the best easy fix would be to buy some buy some contact. It's that glue that they use to stick shoe soles down, and I would stick all the peeling vinyl back down as best you can, and then I would use touch-up paint to touch up any spots that the vinyl is completely gone. I think that's probably about the best you could do in that sort of situation. G'day Bodgy, how are you? I haven't even, there he is. I was looking for the comments. I read the G'day Bodgy in the comments before I actually saw Bodgy say yo. What's the HVAC, Sketty? Old son. The cat's going crazy with me moving boxes around. Whee! What about this one? Meow! Whee! What if we turn smooth texturing on? What does that do? We can put stickers on it. Oh, it's a pretty box. It was a leafy box. Is there a fish sticker? Where's the fish? Dog nose. There's a cat's eye. Why won't it let me drag the... Why is it behind? Can you see a fish? There's not much of an array. Array. There's a ninja cat. I thought it was a cat in a fishbowl. To me that looks like a cat in a fishbowl. We can make it 3D. That's not 3D, that's 2D but moving. Do you agree? I'm pretty upset there's no fish. Oh, how did you share Bodgie's account? That's cool. Is Bodgie going live? Upcoming. We can have... Where's the... If we mute the tab, we don't want Bodgie's sound echoing over the... We can... Let's just write hi. What's he talking about? Sick fish. Oh, sick fish, bro. Sorry, that was a bit rude. Heating and air conditioning unit. Oh, the AC people. Oh, I get it. The air conditioning people should be here in a few hours for the new HVAC. What's a HVAC? Well, like, I understand that it's heating and cooling. HVAC. Oh, is that reverse cycle? Heating it. Well, wow, that abbreviation is quite literal, isn't it? Heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. I don't really think we call them HVACs in Australia, or we call them reverse cycle air conditioners. The main difference is HVAC generally refers to the whole heating, cooling and ventilation. We don't have, I don't think we have ventilation. I think ours are just heating and cooling. You can do like air purifying, but there's no ventilation to the outside. It's only inside. So yeah, so mine doesn't vent outdoors. HVAC versus, oh, that's not an S. Split system. Oh, so HVAC is the wall-mounted one that's one solid unit, whereas split system is the 2 units. This is just turning into a learning degree. Well, not degree. Bodgie's not live yet. He's live in 3 minutes and 10. So HVAC is so you can get HVAC split as well. Interesting. Craig's itchy. Yuck. 17 to 19k. I guess that's like... We have these doctored split system. So like I'm pretty sure they're like $8,000 to $15,000 installed. I'm pretty sure a guy at work just paid like $12,000 for like one of these that does like isolated rooms, but it's one unit. Whereas me, I've got like, I think I've got a 7 kilowatt. I've got 3 of these actually. There's one in the fish room, there's one in my bedroom, and then there's one in my lounge room. So they're isolated units, and these are super common where I live. Like everyone's got these on the wall. Craig says his fish room's been slow. It's just the time of year, mate. I was talking to like an old friend yesterday. I think he would be in the top 2 breeders in Australia, maybe 3. Not top as in like, well, a good breeder, but like supplies more fish than I know anyone. Anyway, he said even like he's got like a wholesale setup, not like us hobbyists. It's actually a business, and he said even his fish are breeding slowly. So it's not just you, mate. None of my Africans have had mouthfuls for a while. The Herté had a mouthful and then he ate them. What's going on here? Oh, is Bodgy on? Is it time to say goodbye? I feel like it's been... What's he looking at? Oh, are you buying fish, mate? Is Live Fish sponsoring your post? Oh, is he watching my stream? Was that a... I think that was like a warp hole into my stream. Alright, I better wrap it up. I think it's pretty cool that now Bodgy goes after me, because that means like when I wrap it up I don't feel so guilty that you guys have got nowhere to go. I'm gonna play Diablo tonight. Has anybody played Diablo? I kind of wish my computer was good enough to stream it, and then I'll jump on Still Talk Fish while playing. But I tried to stream Only Up last week, and it was even Only Up it struggled. Oh. I've always wanted to get one of those Flipper Max. See that one on Bodgy's tank there? But I've always been too cheap to buy one. Is that the old paradise fish down there? I wonder how his stingrays are going. I want to fix the stingray tank. I want to sell the 8 foot and put the funds into the stingray tank. Now if I can sell the 8 foot and the IBCs for say like $800, I wonder if I could find somebody that would fiberglass the stingray tank, labour included, me not even touch it. If I could get that done for $800, I would pay it. It'd only be a day's work for someone, plus like maybe 300 in materials. I'm pretty sure that would mean 500 profit for the person in one day. Anyway, Corey's usually go nuts this time of year. Yeah, interesting. Anyway, I'm going to wrap it up. And I'm going to tune into Bodgy's stream. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you next week. I might see you during the week. Do a little unedited video. We'll see how we go. Anyway guys, peace out.